So you own Euro Truck Simulator 2, but you would like to get some map expansions DLC, and you're not sure exactly what roads and what countries and cities they add? Well, let me show you. Hi, how are you? My name is Pete, and in this video I'm gonna go over all the map expansions DLC for Euro Truck Simulator 2, and I will show you exactly what cities, what countries, and what roads do they add. So if you're looking for information about any particular DLC, feel free to use the timeline down below to get to the right place. So let's start with Going East DLC. As you can see here now, that's the way the map looks like without any DLCs. That's the east side of the map, and that's how it looks whenever you add the Going East DLC, which adds Poland, Slovakia and Hungary. And let me just show you really quickly what kind of roads and cities you get. So everything on the west from Poznań and Wrocław, all of it is part of the DLC Going East. Same here, everything west from Brno and Vienna and the whole Hungary. So the next map expansion DLC is Scandinavia, and that's how the map looks like without any DLCs on the north part of the map, and this is how it looks with the Scandinavia DLC enabled. So as you can see, everything north from Kiel is what you're getting with that DLC. So basically you get Denmark, Sweden and Norway. You do however get only the south parts of Sweden and Norway. As you can see, it only goes halfway up and it doesn't go further anymore. Now the next map expansion DLC is called Beyond the Baltic Sea, and this is how the map looks like without the DLC, and this is how it looks with the DLC of Beyond Baltic Sea enabled. So as you can see straight away, if you don't have Going East DLC or Scandinavia DLC, the only way to get to the new parts of the map will be through the ferry port in Trammunde. I think that's how you pronounce it. Otherwise, there's no road connections unless you own one of the previous mentioned DLCs. And this DLC adds that little part of Russia, the Kaliningrad area. It also adds Lithuania, Latvia, Estonia, another part of Russia just around the St. Petersburg, and a little bit of Finland as well. Now if you own the Scandinavia DLC, you will have another connection to the Scandinavia DLC just right here. Now the next map expansion DLC is called Italia, and unsurprisingly it adds Italy. So this is how south of the map looks like without any DLC enabled, and this is how it looks with the Italia DLC enabled. So as you can see, it adds pretty much all the major cities in Italy to the game, including Sicily and Sardinia. And it also has all the necessary road connections, so you don't need any additional DLCs to be able to travel on land to the new part of the map. So the next DLC you can add to the game is called Vive La France, and it adds France to the game. So this is how the map looks like without any DLCs. As you can see, there is some parts of the France already, like Paris and Dijon. However, this is how it looks when you actually buy the France DLC. And as you can see, it adds pretty much the whole of France, including that island. So let me just show you quickly what kind of road connections and cities you can get with that DLC. It also adds the ferry connection to England, and it reaches all the way down to Spanish border, as well as that little island. Now the second last DLC available for the game, it's called Road to Black Sea, and this is how southeast part of the map looks like without any DLCs, and this is how it looks with that DLC enabled. And as you can see, there is no really road connections here, and there also isn't any ferry connections, so it's pretty safe to say that to be able to fully enjoy that DLC, you're probably gonna have to get the Going East DLC first. That will add the Hungary here. The Road to Black Sea DLC adds two countries, and it's Romania and Bulgaria. And this is the cities you get and roads with that particular DLC. You also get a little bit of Turkey here, but it's just Istanbul. And as of right now, the latest DLC added to the game, it's called Iberia. which adds Spain and Portugal to the game. So this is how the map looks like without any DLCs enabled, as you've seen it before, and this is how it looks with the Iberia DLC only enabled. So as you can see, if you don't own French DLC, the only connection to the Iberia DLC is through England, through the ferry from Plymouth to Bilbao, and there's no road connections at all unless you have a French DLC. And this is the roads and the cities that DLC adds to the game. So as you can see, it's actually plenty of roads here. It's probably one of the biggest DLC, along with the French one, I believe, that adds the most amount of cities and roads to the game. I hope you find this video useful. If you did, please leave a like and consider subscribing, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you.